Rachel Rose here talking all things boxing, and I'm here today with Michael Gomez Jr., who has just been announced on the undercard for the Dave Allen show in Doncaster. How you doing, Michael?
Very good yourself.
Very, very good, thank you. So
Good, good, good.
big fight card, big, yeah, great show. How are you feeling about it?
Another fight to me, doesn't matter. Yeah, every fight's a fight. Yeah, I don't really pay much interest into it. I'll be honest with you, I don't. Other than Dave Allen, I don't actually know who's on the card. I'll be truthfully honest with you.
That's probably a healthy way to be,
I only
because
know. Yeah, I know Dave Allen's on there. Yeah,
I'm
and
Philip
I was a big
Hergovich.
fan of. Yeah, obviously the guy is fighting. Yeah, but other than that, yeah, I don't. I've not had a. I don't really pay attention until the fight week. Yeah, it's
It's
another
probably a healthy
fight.
way to be though, because then you're not going to get absorbed by any of the noise or any of the buzz. At the end of the day, it's your opportunity. So the rest of the card's not really relevant to you, I guess.
Yeah, it's another fight to me. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, they're not. I'm probably not going to watch them. I'll probably watch Dave Allen and that's it. So yeah, I'm not really. Yeah. But I think the year's a British title fight at my weight, isn't there? I don't actually know who I know I don't know who the champion is. I don't know the other guy, but I think they actually a British title fight at my weight. So yeah,
Well, at the end of the
but yeah,
day, it doesn't
I
matter.
only know that because I've seen it on Twitter the other day, Instagram the other day. Sorry, not Twitter, Instagram the other day. So I do know that's on there, but I don't know who it is.
Well,
But
then
yeah,
it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is how you show up. I mean, if we want to go backwards and look over the past year that you've had, like you haven't had the easiest year, and then you came back in and obviously made a really big statement. But talk me through the last year for you.
yeah, I had career worst performance due to this. I was just dead at the weight, but no excuses. I decided to make that decision and carry on boxing at that weight. So rightly so, just deserved to be punished for that. And then I was meant to fight in July, 2 weeks before. I had to get hand surgery. I don't know if you can see my scar.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
that's right. Yeah, I had to get. I had to wait. So I was like that in July, and then I was told have 12 weeks off non-punching and it'll be fine. So I didn't punch for 12 weeks, and then I went back in November-ish, and yeah. So a different specialist, and he was like, mate, that needs operating. That ain't gonna heal by itself. So yeah, I had to get a full operation job, and then the second week in February, I came out with my full arm cast. It literally had it from the knuckles to there. And then I got offered the fight 2 days later against Jordan Flynn. He's like, "Do you want?" I was like, "Absolutely." Did all my medicals, got it all cleared. They got cleared about 3 days before the fight, and yeah, I went in there and done what I knew I was going to do and crack on.
I didn't know any of those details. You've been quite quiet about it all.
Yeah, not many people did. To be fair, not many people did. So yeah, that got cleared on fight week. But I got obviously past my medical and stuff was clear, but then obviously you have to get stuff for the board to get clear. We knew it was clear. Obviously, they sometimes you need to prove more than. But yeah, the board was happy with it. It was cleared on the Wednesday, I think, or the Thursday, and yeah, I went in there for what I needed to do. I think I trained for. I was training over Christmas, but just left-handed, so I wasn't training properly. I was in the gym, and then yeah, I had I think just under 5 weeks to get ready. And, yeah,
That's actually a bit
went
mental,
in there.
especially because you had a year out.
13 months out, I was at the ring altogether. 13 months, and then yeah, I think 5 weeks. I did 3 weeks of sparring. No, yeah, so yeah, 4.5 weeks. I did 3 weeks of sparring,
Yeah.
and then I cooled down the back end of that week, and it's 5 weeks. Yeah.
So in
Mm.
in the past 13 months, have you been ticking over, or did you stop training for a while and then kind of pick it
No,
up
from
again?
June, from June when my hand got injured, from June until I went off the rails for a bit. I lost interest in it. I just thought this is pointless. This I had a terrible performance, and then when they said surgery, because they told me because of how it was, they said obviously it might never be the same again. But obviously they've got to say that because surgeons might never be the same again. You might never be able to box again. So I just took it literally. I
Literally.
was done, and that was going to be it. So yeah, I wasn't. And then I joined up with my new coach Alex and the boys, and yeah, he kept saying get your ass in the gym, get in the gym, get in the gym. So I was going, but he just kept pushing me, and then the start of the year, January was like, right, I'll come in every day, and so I was training, but obviously I couldn't sprint because I had the cast literally from there to just above the elbow, like so I couldn't sprint or anything. I was just training, doing the circuits, doing everything, obviously just avoiding exercise I couldn't do, and then yeah, second week of February I think it was the 12th, the second Tuesday of February, the second week of February, yeah, it come off, and then I left my phone in my friend's car. overnight, and then he picked me up the next day to take me training, and I had like 5 missed calls of the manager, so I was like, yes, can I say? And he's like, yeah, do you want to fight? And that I was like, go back and tell him, yeah, of course I do, and it was that simple. That like there was no if buts, what,
Yeah.
but it was just yeah, go back and tell him, yeah, I'm there.
I bet your manager was just like, where the fuck is he? Pick up your phone.
Yeah, but I'm hard work to get hold of anyway. I barely answer the phone. I'm always on it, like watching stuff, but I just never answer the phone. I swear. But yeah, no, I always answer. I literally left it in the car overnight. It's the first time I've ever done that. I left it in the car, and then in the morning I picked it up from the side of the glove where I left it. And I was like, "Oh, Kevin, you alright?" He's like, "Yeah, the opponent's pulled out. Do you want to fight Jordan Flynn on the the date now?" And I was like, "Yeah, go back and tell him, of course I do." And that was that. Made done.
I just want to stick with this for a second because I think you're being very good at like brushing over how simply this process has been. But from a mental standpoint, that's not a simple process to lose that fight, want to give up, have to go through surgery, then mentally turn that around, then to get in with Jordan Flynn at sort of shortish notice and then do that performance. I don't think we should brush over that. I think we should kind of stick with that a
That's the sort of
second.
guy. That's the sort of guy I am. No,
But
I am. I've said it.
that's not what
I said it
everyone
on the
can
fight week
do.
press conference. So when I turn up and I'm at my best, I can do a destructive job in anyone. But getting me in the ring and me being fully percent on the job is just another matter. It just depends what mood I'm in on that day. On the I can't remember. I don't know what date we're fighting. It's in. Is it
Well,
16th, 15th, something like that?
yeah, six.
This is the same job, and this will be exactly the same job. If I turn up with the same attitude and I'm on the same game, I'll do a similar job pretty quick and pretty brutally. But if I'm not, then I'll just try and find a way to win. It all depends on what mood I turn up on. Sometimes it's great and sometimes it's terrible. But if the way I'm flying at the minute, and I didn't have any time off, so because I only did a 4 week camp and it was fresh having two hands again, I went back in the gym I had the Sunday off, went back in the gym on the Monday, and I've been training since because I was meant to fight on the same date on a small hall show on one of the manager's shows because that was the plan. We was going to have obviously John and Flynn fight. I expected to win, but 4 weeks after a year and a half after 18 months out on the surgery, it wasn't guaranteed. So the plan was to fight on that, and then I take a little time, let my hand recover properly, and then obviously start again in the second half of the year. So yeah, I was on that show, and then this call got asked, got offered this. Lee actually called me out on Twitter. I actually didn't know he was a lightweight or anywhere near that. I remember Lee McGregor from when he was a bantamweight, like super bantamweight, and I'll let you into a little secret. I actually don't run my Twitter account. so, so yeah, it literally got mentioned. He said he'll fight me next or something. I was like, yeah, cool, no worries. Someone had tagged Lee in it. And yeah, we got run with. And then my manager, I was in the back of the car with my little girl, and he was at a football tournament with his lad. And again, he goes, "This fight's been put to us. What do you think?" And I was like, "Yeah, cool, cool, yeah, like the
This
fight."
this is the kind of like the beauty of boxing. Like I know it can be kind of, it can be extremely brutal and very, very hard, but it can also turn around like that. And the fact that you just went through that year. Do you think that because you went through that difficulty, you had that time off, you had that forced time off? Do you think that that shifted
I was burnt
something?
out.
Yeah, I was
I
going
was
to
burnt
say.
out between because my last, again, without making excuses, my last probably 3 years before the injury, making super featherweight, it was just I didn't train. I didn't go boxing to train to be a boxer. I was just training to make weights for fights. So like
Mm.
it wasn't enjoyable. I didn't go to the gym and want to train. I was there just more asked about making the weight. So everything was when I spar, that was on. It was just constantly weight, weight, weight. Get on the scales, like, and it was just the pain. So then the Bellotti fight, yeah. After that, I was dead at the. I just thought, and then that's why I took the fight so quickly in July because then my body wasn't recovered. So I was just knackered. I was like, no, I need to because I knew that was just wasn't my kind of performance. It was flat. And then it was a matter of time before mentally I just broke down, or my body, something in my body just went, and it was luckily it was my hand, and yeah, my hand's obliterated.
But sometimes I think
And then
things like that happen so that it forces rest into the rest of the body and it makes you
yeah, well,
reassess.
I had no choice. I didn't go out of the house for ages because I had no choice. I was in a full arm cast. And I was thinking, if I go anywhere now and someone starts for me, I'm knackered. I was going to stood there for even left hooks with no defence, hoping for the best. So yeah, I literally
I
was
love that
housebound for
that was
months.
your thought process. Like, not
Like,
like, oh, I can't go out and carry my shopping. It's if someone starts on me right now, I'm in
yeah,
trouble.
you never know, mate. Listen, people want to stick, anyone can stick on you any time. And I thought, I've got no defense here. I've got one hand. It was just, yeah, I just swerved it. So, yeah, I was caveman in it. I stayed at home. I spent loads of time with my family, and it just, yeah, refreshed me being at home. And then, start of the year, I kind of knew I was at the end of the line, and I knew the cast was coming off. There was a little blip point in December time where there was like, yeah, you're behind on the physio. Like, my hand just wasn't reacting. But then, me being the sort of person I am, I was like, I'll fix that. So then I got loads of like grip strengths and got mad shit with kettlebells and yeah. And back in the January, it was like, yeah, we're good to go. I completed my physio like 2 weeks before I was meant to, and the cast came off, and it was like, yeah. And then literally 2 days later, the phone rang, and that was it. It was off and popping.
So, what was the damage that was done to the hand?
Bro, you've got a muscle. I can't. 1 second. Let's try and. So you've got a muscle here. I ripped the muscle. It's like someone had got a little Stanley knife and like sliced it. And then you have, I think it's a muscle, something attached to the bone. And mine had come away from the bone and like split into pieces. And then you can see a little scar there where I got the cartilage done as well. So yeah, it's pretty much, I had like 3 lots of things done in one. So
So
yeah,
they
it's
kind
pretty
of
nice.
basically rebuilt everything from the inside so that it's more
Yeah, my whole
structurally sound.
basically that's why it's literally fully have to cast me up because the muscle is like sliced apart. Obviously, that's from years of wear and tear. And the
Yeah.
injury was on the thing that I'd done in the spine. I hit someone on top of the head, and then obviously the cartilage when you're punching things for years and then was knackered anyway. So that's got that done as well.
Yeah. I think these are the things that people misunderstand with boxing because of the
Fight's not that having a fight's not that hard. Well, obviously it's hard, but you're literally getting punched in the face. So you're either going to win, lose, or get knocked out, or knock them out. It's pretty simple, but you've got to going for sprints, going for runs, circuits, sparring for 10, 12. Like that helped me as well. I've been only a 4 week camp. I know it sounds daft and it was a risk, but because everything was just so fast, you didn't get these 10, them 10, 12 week camps. They're mentally like taps on the body, people's knees. Like, not far as I know that I'd be there, but halfway through camp, they can't run because they've got shin splints in the knees, or the shoulder's gone so they can't spar. Like, that's the thing with boxing. The body gets abused. It's just abuse. You basically just abuse your body. It's horrible. And then, yeah, you just got to find a way around it. Because if you don't fight and you get, it's funny when you get injured. I was injured, fully about to have surgery, and people was like, labeling, oh, he pulled out of a fight, he don't want to fight. Like, oh, yeah, mate, because I walk around with full arm cast. Yeah, I'm getting sliced open, can't pick my kid up, can't do anything with my right hand. But yeah, it's just because of fight. Like, people from the outside who don't understand how the game works is pretty brain dead. You know?
uh, people like to say stuff for the sake of saying stuff as well. I think it's
Yeah, like not just boxers though. A lot of athletes, football players, no one plans to get injured. Like no one wants to be injured.
mm,
Being injured is not good because you can't do anything. If you get to the stage where you can't perform, it means you like it's a bad injury. Like you might get a little one where you're out for like 4, 6 weeks. They're not bad, but like sometimes, like I, in my case, and I was like surgery. When you get surgery, that ain't no joke. Like you can't. There's nothing you can do. You're just knackered.
and a lot of people don't realize that actually a lot of boxers will delay having surgery until they retire. So they'll try and
My
keep
hand,
going.
I hurt my hand. The first time I hurt my hands was when I boxed for the English title. I can't remember. I did it the 2 weeks before the fight, and then in the first round, I hit the kid on the elbow right up to the body. And from then onwards, it was like it was bad, but we could manage it. And then it was just a matter of time. One day, it was going to go, and yeah, it just happened when it did.
I think
Like
also
fight, all fighters do that though. I know fighters with bad elbows and stuff, and you just swear through it because in this game, it didn't wait for no one. Like 1 minute, like before last year, I was the worst thing since sliced bread, and then now all of a sudden, our best thing since sliced bread. But I was just like, no one cared about me, and then all of a sudden, I have one good performance, and it's like, oh my god, he's a superstar. He's great. Let's get him on. Like everyone's interested. All of a sudden, it's mad. The game is crazy.
I know. I had this conversation with Will Crawler the other day because we chatted after his fight with Glenn Byrne and he was just like, literally nobody wanted to know and now everybody wants to know. It's like it's
It,
so jarring because it's
but
like
it's funny. Literally before. If you asked me, probably start of January, I'd look up and get a text message. After the fight, I had to turn my phone off because like it was literally the phone off, and I was like, it's crazy. Like 1 minute you're the worst thing in the world because you can't win a fight and you're injured and you're terrible. You got that you put a performance on. It's like this is our job. Like there's good, like, no one. There's ain't no many Floyd Mayweathers. Like no one's gonna go in there and make it look
no.
easy and win every fight. So well. There's gonna be ups and downs, especially
But
with the way I fight. So I'm used. I'm not. I just take every day as it is what it is.
I think that's the main thing to remember is like this is how fickle it can be. So as long as you can stay solid throughout all of it, then that's the main thing.
Yeah,
So
probably.
like yeah, because but I think that's for anyone as well. Any young boxer watching this, anyone who's in the amateurs who wants to turn pro, is that you can't attach yourself to the outside noise because it's going to go up and it's going to go down
No,
depending.
you, one thing I there's one thing I'd say is do not get involved with them little rats, them little trolls, mate, the little vermin. That's what they are, rats. Because I was the first person, about 4 or 5 years ago. I used to anyone that adds me on now on a fake account, if they don't have a real name or put on a real post, they get blocked because if you're not a normal human being and you don't want to give, you're gonna give me grief. I'm all for it. I love it. I think it's pretty funny, but you're gonna make a fake account and do it like it makes me want to smash the face in because I just think like it makes me want to find them. Like if you do it from a real
Yeah.
account, then it's funny, isn't it? Like at least they've got the balls to give you shit. But when you make a fake account to do it and they're sat in a little bedroom on a little laptop, I just think, what a rat! I'd love to smash your head for your own laptop. But, yeah. So just don't get involved in that. That's what one thing I would say to any kid do. Come wants to start pro boxing, don't get involved with trolls and rats.
No, I mean, I it was because I'm a female coach, so I'm already like in lower percentage of numbers anyway, and then obviously stepping into the media, but I'm also doing stuff on social media, so my gender side of things it's a lot smaller, so I get so many. I mean, less so now, but for a long time at the beginning, it was very much like the biggest insult I would get regularly was just like get back in the kitchen, and I was like, it's
It's not funny, but it's not funny, but that sort of insult is that. That's not an insult, is it? Like,
literally, I'm
what?
like, I can't cook for
What?
shit. Like, joke's on you, you know. But
I
I'm like,
wish they said. I wish that's what they said to me. They said I can't cook either. My
but I'm also
microwave
like,
works. That's about it.
it's 2026. Is that the best you can come up with? Just telling me to make you a sandwich. It's like,
That's a terror. That's a terrible insult. That one. Isn't it?
but I'm always
Brilliant.
like, I'm like, come down the gym. Like, let me see how good you are as a boxer, and then I'll take maybe some criticism from you if you're better than me. If you can
It's
do better
funny.
than me, then I'll listen to your opinion. But if you've
It's
never put on
funny.
a
Isn't
pair
it?
of gloves, I'm like, but I'm the same now. I just block and silence. Don't
Yeah,
entertain.
they ain't got. If you've got a real account and they're a real person, then I like it. I think it's funny. Like, it gets me through my day sometimes. But if you've got like 779966271, you ain't got a picture, you're not following them, but you follow about 1,000 people and you comment on the thing, just see you later, mate. Because I get too involved and I just think like I want to know who you are. I'd rather know who you are, and if you give me grief, then it's fair enough and funny. I'll have back thoughts to you, but you're just gonna hide behind your screen at home and your fake account. Like you're just not getting 5 minutes of my life. See you later, mate.
No, no, a lot of that as well is like the negative attention is like a child, so they like the bounce back as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's desperation, and I like people. Like, everyone wants to go put hard work in and be something in their life. Some people feel like the world owes them a favor, and why am I not getting anywhere in my life? Because you sat in your spare room, scratching your head. What in the world to bring it to you? So if you're not getting attention, you're not getting 5 minutes of fame from me. So sling your up, mate. Bye.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm just
That's
like delete,
it.
delete, delete as well. Because I also think the people that like go for like women and say things like that is because actually they can't afford a dominatrix, so they want you to kick the shit out of them. Like they want you to verbally abuse them because they can't afford a woman to like
Yeah,
do that for
look,
them.
look,
So
little freaks, freaks.
yeah,
Well, they are freaks. Vermin. That's what I like to call them. Vermin.
vermin. I like
Just
it.
vermin rats.
Yeah,
Not
pretty
even
much.
proper rats. Just
But it
vermin.
just shows like
Scum.
shouldn't take anything if you can not take it personally because life can turn on its head.
Yeah. Listen, this is funny, isn't it? Like, you got people, listen, people that be close to you who want, like, that's life. Not everyone wants to see someone do well. Like,
Yeah.
some people want to see people do well, some people don't. As long as I've got the people around me that want to see me do well, and if they're doing well, I'm happy. Other than that, you ain't in my circle, you ain't in my vicinity. Yeah, yeah,
Also,
opinion mean shit,
that's also
shit to me.
a very good point to highlight is like just because people are close to you doesn't mean they want you to win. So you have to be you have to have
Yeah,
discernment in every side of your life.
yeah, you like in boxing, you move gyms or you move round, and that's it. Then people, once you one minute you mates with someone at that gym, and then once you leave that gym, that's it. You thought they was your mate, and they be hating you, like, hey, you're not going no, and you're like, cool, like, it's life, man. See you in a bit.
Bit mental, really. But in the positives of all of that is the turnaround. You got a great win against Jordan the other day. That was a I mean a spiteful performance. Um What?
It wasn't even. I was literally just getting going. Like for the most of the fight, I was more worried about my hand going, so I wasn't even going through the gears. It was just without sounding, because I've done a pretty bad job on him without downplaying it. But I knew I was levels above them kind of guys, and I knew that's the kind of job. I said at the fight week, if I turn up at the best me, it's just a matter of just being a. It was just going to be a beatdown, and as soon as I can't remember, he replied something back. I just knew I had him straight away, and I thought he was just going to stand there and try and have a go. And I'm the wrong man to try and do that with because I'll just blow you away. And I knew that's what was going to happen.
Do you feel more confident now that you've gone up in weight?
I'm now go to the boxing gym to be a boxer, not to make weight for fights.
That's a
Now
very
is
different place to be.
now I'm in the gym. I'm learning. I'm training. I'm doing boxing. I'm not going in the gym hungry. And I've got that was the best thing when I was injured. I got a nutritionist, Wayne Ambrose, and stuff like that. Like little things like that it just makes it easy now. I go to the boxing gym to just work on being a better fighter,
Well,
not to make weight and train and get when you're making weight and you're struggling to make weight as well as you having to put hard. Like I don't run anymore. I do one run a week. I only do sprints now. I used to have to run 6, 7 days a week to make weight.
that's a
So
lot.
by the end of camp, like my knees and back, and now I run on a Sunday, and then Tuesday, Thursdays I do sprints. Some outside, some on the assault bike. So it's just about you learn and adapt, and the game's changed. It used to be back in the day. It used to be go to the gym, do bar bag or body belt or spar, and then go home and do a 10, 20 mile run or whatever it is. Whereas now it's not like that anymore. There's more science involved in boxing.
Yeah, I think also people would have misunderstood like the pressure on the nervous system, and now there's a much more awareness of like the fact that your nervous system can just kick out. It can just stop. It can just and it can do it in different ways, injury, or it can just make you extremely flat and you can't get going. Your brain shuts down, brain fog. There's other things. If you're constantly pushing the body way past its limit, it will reach a point where it will just push back.
Yeah, that's where I got to the point literally before the fight in February last year with Reese. Obviously, in the back, I was pulled out by my team, and obviously the doctor got involved, like because I was like my body was just done. I was ended up in hospital for like 4 days. Like I'm making weight. If you don't make weight correctly in this sport, it's the worst thing in the world. That is the worst thing in the world.
You ended up in hospital then as well.
After that fight, yeah, before the fight, sorry, when I was ill, yeah, I had to go to hospital because I had a kidney infection. I was pissing not very good. It was like a bloody colour. Yeah, that was through just being well.
It's
And
mad.
obviously, I stayed at the same weight
You've
for
been,
a fight. But
you, yeah, you've
that's
been through it.
that's the way that that's how that was my stubbornness and arrogance though, because I just wanted to win a British title so bad that I wasn't caring the trouble I was putting on my body. I was just doing it and doing it just because I wanted to win that title. But after the fight, and then I got injured and I spent some time out, I was like, oh, that for what? Like, if I ain't enjoying it and I can't go there and I can't have fun and I can't perform how I need to perform, then why are you doing that? And yeah, as soon as I joined up with the gym I had that now, they was like, Alex, my coach, the first thing he said was, we're going to start this prop where the first thing you need to do is go up a weight because you can't do that.
Yeah.
Can't keep doing. But now I've got a nutritionist as well. I didn't have one of them, so now I probably make weight easier now as well. I was doing it, I was just winging it a bit to be honest.
Well,
But
hopefully
yeah, they gave.
we'll get a good year out of you now. If there's going to be a lot of activity and
Well, we're gonna win. We're gonna win this one in May, and then I'll probably take a couple of weeks off. Obviously, it's like my hand heal, and I've not spent time with my family, my missus, and my daughter since I come out of camp. Really, I did a full camp fight, been back in the gym, and then I fly out to Spain on Sunday for the final 2 hard weeks of camp, and then I'll come back, and it's 5 weeks, so I'll be off in Doncaster probably Tuesday. So another like month away from them. So then when I come back, I'll probably take a few weeks off and then reassess, and then hopefully get a crack at the British titles end of August, September time or something. That'd be ideal.
yeah. Well, I'm
But
looking forward to
well, in
seeing
this
you back
game,
out again. Yeah, then well, the game doesn't wait, does it? So if you get a call, you get a call.
no, listen, but I don't jump to anyone. So I do whatever pleases me. The Jordan Flynn fight was simple. Need to get back in. This fight, on paper, he's achieved a lot and he's a good fighter. But coming up 3 weeks, is it? Was he super bantam? I don't know if his last fight was at featherweight or
I'd have to look.
super bantam or featherweight. But yeah, I was stuttering then. Yeah, so I don't know, but he was when he was at a bantamweight, super bantamweight, he was really good. And then I know he was coming off the back of, did he have eye injury or something? Did he have surgery on his face, his eyes? I know something like that. And then I think he boxed the week before me, and then yeah, he called me out, got off the fight, and I was like, on paper, it's a good fight. People are interested in it, and beating him's a big statement. The way I'm going to do it, so yeah, I was like, yeah, cool, let's go.
They're also jumping straight off that good win. It's always nice to have another one to.
Yeah, I was fighting the same night anyway, so it was kind of like have a fight on a smaller show like I was going to anyway. And if I get, say, I get injured or cut or and you're out for a bit anyway, why not do it in a proper fight? At least, at least it was in a proper fight that people was interested in, kind of thing. Because that's how I look at it in boxing. You get injured, 1 minute you sound, next minute you massive slice in your face from a headbutt, out for 2, 3 months, break your hand. So strike while the iron's hot and offered a big fight. Brilliant, let's go.
Yeah. Well, we're looking forward to it because I think it's going to be. Well, I think even if you don't know who's on the card, I think it's going to be a great night because there are some good fights on there, and I think it's going to be buzzing as well because Dave, I can see this one selling out, and I think it's going to be very very lively in Doncaster.
Well,
Um,
yeah, to be fair, I've always wanted to box at a football stadium. I'm massive. I love football, so
so
yeah. Though Doncaster Stadium probably wasn't in the top 50, you'd have asked me what a stadium's like, but it's not bad to say it's football stadium's a football stadium, so I can't complain.
yeah, and it's quite a big one as well, like 15,000 people. It can fit.
I don't
It
actually know what league they are in, to be honest, but I am a massive football fan, but I think I didn't even know it would be that good, big of a stadium, so yeah,
yeah. Yeah, it's like
can't complain.
15,000 with the pitch, so it must be about 20,000 once the ring's in and seats are all around and everything.
Yeah, 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 it will be like 20,000, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Well, very exciting, Michael. Thank you so much for your time and just catching up because I've been wanting to talk to you for a while, so it's good to sit down
no
and
worries.
just discuss what's been going on and what's next. Good luck with this camp, and see you in a couple of weeks in Doncaster.
You will do. You will do. I will be there. I will be there. Yeah, well, I will be there. I
I'll
will
be
be.
worried if you're not there. So yeah.
I might get. Who knows? World War might start again, and I might get trapped in Spain. So who knows? Who knows?
Oh no, let's
Who
not
knows?
tempt fate. Let's not tempt fate.
Donald might turn his back on Malaga and start bombing them. So I might get stuck there. Who knows?
Is that where you go, Malaga?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. 2 weeks out there. From Sunday till I think it's the 10th, 11th of May, and then back on the. I'll be back Monday, fight week. Brilliant.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, oh,
So you'll be used to the warm weather. It'll probably be raining or something when you get back. Just
yeah, it's going to be raining in Doncaster. Yeah, I've always, we already spoke. I can't remember if we spoke about this food the other day, but yeah, it was basically can't wait to do that ring walk when it's pissing down with
yeah,
rain,
you'll
freezing
be having
cold.
those blue plastic things on your boots.
Yeah, debating whether to run it or not, but then scared I'm going to slip on TV, so I'm not sure which one to do. Not sure which one to do.
Oh God, just get someone to run along with you with an umbrella, just to keep you dry.
My coaches and that they're bigger lads, you know what I mean? So I don't think they're into running. I don't think
So
they're
if you
into
want,
running.
I've got my trainers and seconds license, so I'll utilize that for the moment. Just run alongside you with an umbrella,
Yeah, I'll have to tell Rutter to get on the running machine though when we're in Spain, just in case we have
just
to
in case.
sprint it. In case we have to bang a sprint out.
Oh gosh, well hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully we'll be blessed. But anyway, look, go on and enjoy the rest of your day. I hope the Garissa camp goes well. I hope Spain goes well. And yeah, I'll see you in Doncaster in a couple of
Thank you
weeks.
very much. See you in Doncaster.
Take care.
Bye bye.